Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, June 23rd. Sorry I missed you last week. I had told you I probably wouldn't be on. We were supposed to be up north camping and fishing, and it was Tony's birthday last Monday. Unfortunately, and I think most of you have probably seen me post, my mom passed away last Monday. So the last week and a half, 2 weeks have been just a little wild and crazy. And today is Tony and I's anniversary. We have been married for 46 years today. So we're going to go out for dinner tonight. So I thought I would hop on a little bit early. Hi, Mary Ellen. Hi, Diane. Hi, Suzanne. Thank you guys for joining early. I appreciate it. I just kind of needed a little bit of normal right now. So unfortunately, my camera, we were looking at pictures at my parents and somebody locked my phone screen for me and I can't figure out right now how to unlock it. So if anybody knows, let me know and I will fix it before next week. My little techie, Katie, will help me also. Okay, let me try to get up here so that I can watch for you. Thank you all for the anniversary wishes. Thank you also all of you who have mailed cards to me. I've been getting, it's just so lovely to go out to the mailbox every day and see all your beautiful cards. It really means a lot to me. Okay, so you get me tall and skinny today. How's that? Not really, but okay. All right, it is June 23rd. You have 1 week left in this month to participate in the Sweet Collection sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. Remember, it is the sweets, the items in the sweets. So take advantage of designer papers, some of those fabulous designer papers, some of the embellishments, some of the ribbons. You can buy one and get one half price. And it's the lower item that is half price. So kind of maneuver things properly. But it will, I mean, I ordered a whole bunch of things. My box came this morning before I left for work. So it's fun to look at some new things. I was also able to order some new items from the upcoming online exclusives that begin next month. And there's some fun things coming out there too, some really pretty things. Last week was the deadline for Summer Splash Stamp Camp. However, I haven't ordered anything yet. I'm still trying to play catch up after being back and forth at Mom and Dad's. So if you didn't get signed up and you still want to, pop me an email right away or comment and we will get you added, okay? I need to get supplies ordered so that they get here in time to get everything done, but we'll make it work. Okay, we are using tonight a new product that I haven't played with yet. And it is, I didn't draw names, so I'm going to surprise you with some surprise comment people from tonight. Okay, we are using the Metallic Texture Rub-Ons, okay? Do you remember when we had rub-ons years ago? And they were all kind of hard to use. These things are amazing. Okay, so let's see if I can do all of this without really messing things up. I need to take it out of my holder. Okay, let's see if we can get it switched. Where's my little thing? Okay, there's that. Now I gotta turn this down. Okay, so bear with me here. I'm gonna try to get you nice and close. Okay, we're coming back up. I gotta make sure I don't hit the buttons to disconnect everything. Whoops, sorry about that. Okay, I really hate working this way. You know that, right? Okay, so let's try doing this. I gotta watch on my screen here to see what I'm seeing compared to what you're seeing. Okay, all right, I think we're good to go. Let's see, where did I go with them? Okay, the Metallic Textured Rub-Ons. There are 2 of each sheet. And, okay, so there's 2 silver ones. Isn't this cool? And then, and you know what? I've got my screen all messed up here. Okay, then, that's another silver. Then there's 2 gold. So they're kind of the same designs. One's in silver, one's in gold. And then the sheet also. one in silver and one in gold. So much fun to play with. I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting everything in here. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do tonight. We are making a card. We're gonna make one that's a little more masculine, and then I'll show you one that I did that's a little more feminine, okay? So I'm trying to, there we go. Okay, so I am starting with a piece of basic beige that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so then we're going to fold it in half, and we're going to use our bone folder to give it a good crisp crease. Then I have a piece of Mossy Meadow that is 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to adhere that onto our card front. Different angle, and it's like, am I getting things straight? Yeah, not too bad. Yay, I'm so glad you got your little gift. Okay, then I have another piece of basic beige that is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. We're going to adhere that flat. Hi, Teresa, thanks for joining. I think I'm caught up on prizes. I am not caught up yet on June birthdays, so I apologize for that, but I will get caught up. I've been running back and forth to my mom and dad's for the last month, once a week, and it's just kind of, I absolutely loved having the time with my mom, but it was trying to keep up with everything just threw me off. Okay, now I'm going to use the hexagon punch, and I have 3 pieces of the Timeless Plaid Designer Paper, okay? And what looks on my screen and what you're seeing are 2 different things. Let's try to come a little bit closer, okay? All right, I think we can do that. Okay, so then we're going to, I want to do the bottom, kind of a point, and I decided to do it with the hexagon punch. So I'm just going to stick it in. I'm kind of centering it so that the point is kind of in the center, and then I'm going to punch it. Look at it. It gives me a little rounded corner, and then we're going to do the same thing with this one, and one last one. Oh, yay, Peg got hers too. Wonderful. Okay, and one more. So the wider one is 1 inch wide by about 2 1/2. Yep. And then these 2 are both 3/4 of an inch. This one's about 2 1/2, 2 3/8. This one is 3 inches by 3/4 of an inch. Okay, now we're going to pull this back down. And what we're going to do is we're going to adhere these onto our card front. Yes, I'm going with a plain card front right now. Okay, then I have a piece of Mossy Meadow that is 1 inch by 4 inches. And I used the Pattern of Friendship stamp set because I wanted a nice big bold happy birthday. Okay, so I stamped that in memento, and that's going to go on our card like that. Sweet and simple, but we're not done. We're going to use those rub-ons. Okay, so we're going to adhere our little strips. And I'm just kind of eyeballing. That's my middle one. This is my side one. Okay, I'm going to leave a little blank, and I'm going to try to make these 2 a little more even. It's going to get covered up here, so that part's okay. Okay, and then we're going to put the longer one right in the center. Like that. Okay, again, it doesn't matter if these are lined up because you're going to cover it. And of course, we're going to put dimensionals on this to pop it up. And it doesn't look like I got that one on straight. Let's see if we can fix that a little bit. Okay, there we go. so then I want some dimensionals. And you know what? I'm going to take the strips over here. You guys do use the entire piece, right? The whole sheet of dimensionals. Every last little piece is good. Okay. I'm going to take those off. Oh, not quite. I didn't want to yet. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this sheet, and I want this long strip here. So I'm just going to take my scissors, and I'm just going to cut that off from the rest. There is a backing on these, and it just stays very nice. Keeps everything all together. Unless you can't decide what you want to do and you just keep cutting chunks, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to put this along here, but I can skip part of it so that I'm not wasting. Okay, so I want to go about to here, and I'm going to cut this. Now, do you remember with the old ones, you had to rub and then peel it, and then it didn't come off? Okay, so these pulls apart. It's got a heavier backing on it, and then it's just a thin piece. Okay, and then we're going to take this. I want to go this direction, and I'm going to put it right up there like that, and then take your bone folder and just lightly, and I mean lightly, I even did it with my finger, and then lift it. Look at that! Isn't that pretty? How cool is that? Okay, so then this is going to go across here. So then we want to tuck it up under the edge, and then we're going to cut it off here. And I did that so that I can save this last part because I can add it onto my piece on the front. Okay, so we're going to pull this apart, and then again, I want to start so that I know I've got it at the bottom. Okay, so check it out. Use your finger and just gently but firm press down. Oh yeah, Chris, this is right up your alley. Sweet and simple, right? But it has that wow factor. And then it peels back. And look at that. How cool is that? Okay. All right, now we can go ahead and put this on. And whoops, turn it the right direction. Okay, I'm going to cover up part of those. I'm going to line my edges up. Look how cool that is. No stamping at all. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut a little piece and I'm going to put it down here. Okay, so I'm going to line this up and I'm going to cut it right across here. We're going to separate it again. Okay, and then we're going to line it up on here. So see what I mean? It really doesn't take a lot of pressure. Look at how fun that is. Okay, so now we need to decorate a little bit here, right? Okay, so I think we're going to go with the splotches. How about a Christmas card, right? I'm telling you, my brain is a-going. All right, we're going to set that one out of the way. And I think we're going to do this. And here's what I'm thinking is that. And maybe a splotch. This is the cool part, is you can just cut it all apart and kind of do all kinds of things. Okay, let's do that. Let's put this big old blotch. This is what I'm trying to decide where I want that. And I kind of, when I was playing, get rid of some of that outside edge, because then I can see where I can get it, how I can get it down in there where I want it. Okay, let's do that. And then we're just going to rub on it and peel that off. Okay, then, okay, let's cut this little corner. Yep, and I think we can do that. Let's peel this part. Right? It definitely is, Suzanne. And it's just the creativity of going, oh, where should I put this one? I'm thinking how cool for some Christmas cards. Okay. Then let's cut this splotch apart. And then let's add some. Okay, and we're going to go right onto our designer paper. Oops, okay. Yep, I guess that's where that one's going to go. Which paper, Teresa? This is the Metallic Textured Rub-Ons, item number 165270. Okay, so it'll go right across both of them. And then that one kind of looks like fingers. That's a little weird. How about one more big splotch down here? Right there. And I think we're going to take this across here. And then how about if we cut this right across it? Let's take this one and let's put it over here. See, even though I have dimensionals underneath there, still works. And then we're going to take this other half and we're going to put that over on this side. How cool is that? Except I almost think, let's see. Nope, I don't think so. I think maybe that will do it, right? Okay, so I have tons of pieces left. Save all those little leftovers because it might be perfect in one spot that needs a little bit of something, but not a lot. Look at how fun. We could have tucked this up under. We have stars. Okay, now you want to see the female version? I did in Calypso Coral. I did dots instead of the hash. I did some more little, and I went over onto the gold. Some lighter splotches that aren't quite so big. Isn't that fun? Wait until you see, and it'll probably be next week when I share some other ones with you. This is just going to be something fun and different that we haven't done before. Okay? So that's it for this week. Very short and sweet. I just wanted to be back with you again. I missed everybody last week. I will not be live next Monday, My mom's services are next Monday, so I will be up there with family for the day and won't be home in time to do a live, nor will I feel like it. Okay, so I won't be back again. If you have not done your June card sketch challenge, make sure you get that in. I believe we have 12 participants so far. So let's see your cards. Get those posted or emailed to me so that I can get it posted for you. Looking to see, I think that's everything for right now. Okay, I am busy working on the Summer Fun in the Sun tote. Those will go out in the mail. I sent everybody an email this morning, planning to get those out in the mail Friday or Saturday of this week. I've got projects all designed. I just have to, the supplies came in today so that I can start cutting and designer paper and all that fun stuff. Okay, so you guys have a fabulous week. Stay cool. It's very hot here. And I'm going to get ready to go out for dinner. Have a great week. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.